Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS. Let's get to the news. All right, Falcons fans, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer in the NFC South, and honestly in the entire NFC landscape. Rumors are swirling that Atlanta is in serious talks to acquire Derwin James from the Los Angeles Chargers. And if this deal goes through, it could shake up the division and set us up for a much brighter future. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Derwin James? That's huge. And you're right. The Falcons are looking to reinforce our defense, and James could be the perfect piece to elevate us to a new level. Let's dive into what this potential move entails. First off, the Chargers, currently sitting at a solid 9-4, are facing some serious cap constraints, with around $11 million in available space. They're also dealing with some injury issues, which, combined with their need to make room for younger talent and extend Justin Herbert's contract, might make them willing to part ways with a versatile safety like Derwin James. And here's the kicker, the Falcons are reportedly offering a third-round pick in the 2026 draft. That's a pretty reasonable price for a player of James's caliber, especially considering the impact he could have on our defense. Now let's talk about Derwin James himself. This guy is a hybrid predator out there on the field, a true alpha dog who can do it all. He's a safety who plays with the instincts of a linebacker, always around the ball, making tackles, breaking up passes, and creating turnarounds. His coverage skills are elite, and he's a true playmaker. In 2025, James played 13 games, racking up 58 solo tackles, 32 assists, 90 combined tackles, 15 sacks, and 12 quarterback hits. He also forced 3 fumbles, recovered 1, and snagged 3 interceptions for 45 yards. His PFF grade last season was a stellar 91.0, with coverage rated at 89.5. That's top-tier production. And he's not just a static safety. James is a versatile piece who can be used in various packages, helping us shut down the pass and stop the run. His missed tackle percentage is only about 4%, which is outstanding, and his run-stop percentage is around 14%. His career stats are impressive. Over 500 tackles, 10 interceptions, 5 Pro Bowl nominations, and 3 All-Pro selections. James's presence in our secondary would be nothing short of transformative. He would immediately boost our ability to defend against the deep ball, which has been a point of concern for us in recent seasons, especially given our current safeties core that has been hampered by injuries and inconsistency. With James, we'd be talking about a guy who can elevate our coverage ranks from the bottom tier to among the best in the league. Now, looking at the Falcons' current defensive stats, we're allowing an average of 27.1 points per game. That's well above what we need to be competitive in the NFC. Our safeties, especially with Helams on injured reserve, have struggled to provide stability in the back end. Adding a player like James would fill a major void and give our defense an instant upgrade. Plus, his ability to contribute against the run, opponents are currently averaging 4.3 yards per carry against us, but could see that drop significantly with James in the mix, perhaps down to around 3.5 yards. That's the kind of impact that can turn games around. And let's not forget the division implications. The NFC South is wide open, and a move like this could shift the balance of power. The Saints, with Derek Carr and their own defensive concerns, could be caught off guard if the Falcons bolster their secondary with a playmaker like James. The Panthers, too, are rebuilding, and the Buccaneers are in a transition phase. So acquiring James might not only improve our defense but also send a message to our rivals. The Falcons are serious about competing at the highest level again and making a deep playoff run. Now, what about the fit? James's skill set is reminiscent of some of the great safeties we've seen in recent years. Think of Ed Reed in his prime, a game-changing X-factor who can patrol the field and change the course of a game with a single play. His versatility is exactly what the Falcons need right now. With his ability to cover deep, support the run, and blitz from the safety position, he'd give us a weapon that defenses have to account for every snap. But it's not just about what he can do on the field. This move also signals Atlanta's commitment to contending now. After a few seasons of rebuilding and growing pains, the Falcons are starting to put together a roster that can genuinely challenge for playoff spots. Adding James could be the spark that ignites our defense, turning us from a middle-of-the-road unit into a top-tier one that can carry us deep into the postseason. And let's be honest, if we're serious about pushing for a Super Bowl, we need playmakers like him on our defense. Of course, there are some hurdles. The Chargers are motivated to get a good return for James, and a third-round pick is a fair price considering his talent. But the Falcons must also be strategic, making sure the cap works, and that James fits into our defensive scheme seamlessly. It's a move that could define our season and set us up for sustained success. Looking ahead, if this trade happens, it's going to be a huge boost for our chances to make a run in the playoffs. Our defense would be instantly upgraded, and the confidence level of the entire team would rise. Plus, having a player like James on the field would energize our fan base. Every time he's out there, you'd feel the energy shift, knowing that we have a game-changer capable of making those highlight reel plays that turn games in our favor. So, Falcons fans, this is exactly the kind of move that could push us over the edge. It's a strategic gamble, but one that could pay off big time. The NFC South is ripe for the taking, and with Derwin James, we could be the team that dominates it for years to come. The front office is certainly making some bold moves, and this potential trade is a clear sign that Atlanta isn't here to just compete, we're here to win. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you believe this trade will happen? Are you excited about the prospect of James in red and black? How do you see him fitting into our defense? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because, honestly, this could be one of the most exciting storylines of the Falcons season. And remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, analysis, and news, so stay tuned and keep that Falcons passion burning bright. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Atlanta Falcons news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Derwin James is the missing piece? Are you optimistic about this potential blockbuster move? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Falcons. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Atlanta Falcons news.